Welcome to the 10th episode of our show, Talk to Coach in association with India Coaching Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, namaste. This is your host Khushboo Sharma welcomes you on our forum this evening. We truly appreciate your presence and time. As I say, we come together with the sheer purpose of getting an inch more closer to coaching and its business. And today, yet again, we are together on this forum exclusively there for you, sharing our wisdom with you and making the difference. Coaching can benefit a wide variety of people in different roles, and the reasons those people undertake coaching are also very varied. The best part is that the coaching is available to everyone. We can use it to develop skills to open ourselves up to wider opportunities in the future, outside of an organization, maybe, in relationships, and etc. I think the more we know, the greater our personal power and insights are. This can help us build better social situations and also circumstances in some time. As well as it also helps to relate to yourself and others more effectively and compassionately because I have experienced it personally. And today is another day to hear the questions of our viewers. We would like to take up two questions from our last episodes, and for which I have our own Dr. Gautam with us. Welcome to the 10th episode, Dr. D. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Khushboo. It's really great having it here and talking to our audience. We are having a lot of questions coming in from the audience. That is really great, and
Yes,
we love to
absolutely.
answer those people.
Perfect. Great. Yes, absolutely. A lot of questions, and the best part is, Dr. Geeta, these questions are, they're just so genuine. I mean, today, in fact, I have a very unique question from our viewers for you to answer, Dr. D. The question says that my communication is not good. Neither I like to talk to people much. I don't like interacting people with people. In this case, I don't think a coach can help me. But when I hear you talk, I feel like hearing your point of view on this. So, am I right if I think so?
Yes, I think it's a very genuine question. The person has asked. He's a really person who is experiencing this kind of
A
challenge,
challenge.
yeah,
Yes.
in his life, in his career, in his
Yes.
profession, whatever he is doing. See, two things are there: communication and speaking. Just to talk or able to communicate with somebody is two different things. Just speaking in any language, whether you speak Hindi or English or any language, one is you are talking to somebody, you are able to express your things, your thoughts, your discussion and talk. The second part is communicating with the people. When you want to have a discussion, meaningful discussion for anything, for your life, for your career, for your business, for your relationship, you need to engage people. And unless you are able to engage the people in a meaningful discussion, you cannot say that you are able to communicate well.
True.
One thing which is very important we need to see here, especially in Indian prospects, we are so much of follower of Western concept. एंड आई थिंक जितना इंडिया में लोग इंग्लिश बोलते हैं उतना शायद किसी देश में इंग्लिश नहीं बोलते हैं. And this is good also, one time it is good, but at the same time this always makes people realize that if they are not able to talk in English well, somehow they are lack in communication skill.
Right.
And this realization makes an inferiority to the people in whatever they do. I come from a Hindi medium school, Khushboo. Up to 10th class, I have been core Hindi medium. All our science, arts, commerce, everything was in Hindi medium. And when we started getting to the college level and I started doing my CA or ISWA and all that. Then we get into the English communication, and it was the same fear for me also. Like, when I was in Delhi
Mhm.
and I need to go for interviews, I can remember my days, like, competing with the people who has been doing schooling from public school in English medium. Their communication is far better as far you say oratory skill is concerned. But I realize myself, I'm sharing my experience. Up to a level, communication is good. But after that, what you are and what you are able to do, that matters the most. Might be while interviewing the person, or when you are getting interviewed by somebody for a particular job, yes, communication can matter. And that is also when you are in an area of marketing, sales, customer service, where more interactions are there with the people, communication do matters. But in many area, especially in manufacturing, production, finance, supply chain, IT, your technical capability, your technical knowledge, your hard work, how you can do it, transform the thing is more important. And when you are really a knowledge based person, when you are a skill based person, when you are a person who can empower and transform people with your knowledge, experience, and capability, it doesn't matter the most ki how you are able to communicate them, whether your English pronunciation was correct or not, whether you are able to talk in mixed language, whether in Hindi or English or English, it doesn't matter. Like, we see many state president comes from different country. They all speak in their own language. Even our prime minister, when they go to the foreign country and soil, they try to talk in Hindi and they try to talk in Indian language. So for me, if somehow the person who has asked the question is feeling this because of their capability of speaking English, so I would like to tell them that English is a very utility language. Just to get the job, you require this. Yes, it is better to know this, because when you are looking for a good company, big company, people communicate in English and it is required. But having said that, coming to the communication, if you are really good in your work and you are able to deliver the result, people will listen to you and people will try to understand you.
Right.
Irrespective which language you use, you will able to communicate with them and you will able to go through with this and you will able to do that. So I think for the person, hesitation should not be there. And another part which you would like to share it, ki communication is a skill that comes from the circle of the people you communicate with. If you are living in a family or a society or a like, where people speak in your native language, of course you need to communicate in native language. But the moment you start working in a company and an organization or a place where most of the people will start communicating in an English language or any different language, you will start talking to those languages.
Right.
And the third part I will say to the question, the person who has asked the question, it is very easy to learn the communication skill. I think 3 to 5 months of course or 6 months of course are available by many people. They are providing the communication skill, and that is the basic fundamental skill is there, which you can learn and you can get and build up your confidence.
Okay.
So your confidence is hesitating or shaking you up because of the communication skill, I don't think it is the right perspective of looking the things in your career or in your life or in your business. This can be improved, this can be corrected, but there are many other factors which are there, which makes you hesitate, makes you not going forward. and talking and confronting and answering it properly while being into the communication with anybody, irrespective whether you are in job or in career or in business or in your life or a relationship. So I think for this question, I will have this much of answer only. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. D. And just allow me to share this with you. This is what I can think of right now. I believe why is it so that we have to look at communication with just the way the language is? I believe communication is about talking to people, or whether it's about talking to people or conversation, it's a power, I believe. And like all power, how you use it is what matters, because
right,
how we speak, how we is actually, it can actually either solve problems or cause problems. It's just the way we represent ourselves,
right,
it's about how I feel about the world and others. So in my opinion, I hope I'm not wrong when I say that it's a personal marketing and branding tool of how I make you feel when I talk to you. I believe it
right.
is one of the most important intangible assets we have as a human beings. So I think the gentleman who's asked must definitely ponder on it. So for now, let's move on. Dr. D, I have this next question for you. And it says that I'm stuck at deciding my career. I am not sure if I should do this or not. There are times I feel I should continue what I'm doing, and sometimes I feel I need to change my field. Please help. How can I solve this?
I think it's also very good question and very relevant question, and
Yes.
I will try to answer it in short, but I think answer will be very longer. So we might continue with this question in the next session also. Uh, Khushboo, see, when you see the Indian situation and scenario, the job and career is two different things. At the same time, I was talking to the situation and scenario in India where around 1 crore population gets ready every year for job, and there is a limited numbers of jobs are available. So what happens ki there is no skills and competency match is there. The prime focus for people to get the job is the demand and supply. Like when people they start studying in the management college or engineering college or graduation, whatever campus comes, people come for the campus interview, the companies come for the campus interview. They are like reserving their seat the way you reserve your seat in planes and trains. कि कहीं खत्म हो जाएगा फिर तो टिकट नहीं मिलेगी. So that is the way people are like reserving their seat कि चलो I don't know what I need to do, but if I qualify, then I should be able to reserve my seat for this company and this job. What happens ki after getting into the job, couple of month and year, especially after second year or third year, when they realize that this is not what they wanted to do in their profession or career, then this kind of question start coming to the people, whether whatever they are doing is right and whether this will be able to help them in creating a future career where they can depend upon and build up their career to become a business leader or grow in their career. They can able to earn higher salary, or they should explore some other opportunity. And this is very big question everybody is having, and we need to be resolving this starting from the stage of 10th and 12th class, when people start opting for their classes and science and arts and commerce and kind of a specialization they should be able to do it. This I think we will talk in next session. uh, to answer this question, why this kind of hesitation and what kind this kind of question comes in mind. And as I was saying to you, ki job and career is two different things. I define job as the paid position of employment. Any employment, if you are doing that for the purpose of earning money, that is job.
Right.
Even you are doing your own business, even you are doing practicing in your own profession. I have seen a lot of professional, they practice for themselves. Lot of people, they are starting up their own company, small or big. If the purpose remains earning money, then you are doing job in your own company. This to be very, very, very clear. And
Right.
if the purpose is to earn money, any fluctuation in the monetary cash flow will make you hesitate like this. So whether you are in job or in your own business, if the purpose is money, any monetarily plus and minus will always give you this kind of question. If I'm not getting promotion, whether I'm in a right job, if I'm not able to get a promotion, whether I should be looking to explore something else. But on the other hand, when I defined career, I say कि career is a long term profession of your passion. This is very important, and I would like to repeat for my audience. Career is a long term profession of your passion. So, first of all, in order to have a meaningful career, in order to have a dependable career, you should be able to discover your passion. Unless you are able to discover your passion, you cannot create your future career. First. Second, if your career is not based on your passion, you will not have fulfillment and satisfaction. And this question will always keep on coming it. We have been working at a very senior position in a big companies, and you can see the research and data. 70 to 80% of the employees are not happy with their job, and rest 30% who doesn't share, I think they are lying. Somehow, because being in company, if HR is doing the survey, and if I say that, okay, I'm not satisfied, so there are some extra loyal people who lies and they say that, okay, they are satisfied. So I think majority of the people, from starting after 2 to 3 years of their career to the leadership level role, they are not happy with their job because they are doing job. They are not pursuing their career. And here the role of coach comes in. A coach will help you identify your career. I will tell you a very good example. I was running a batch of young people of 7 people, where the 4 was computer engineers and 3 was MBA guys. After helping them with the first level of coaching program, which calls Discover Your Passion, Khushboo, you cannot realize that out of the 4 computer engineers, and they are all 98% marks holder, they are all coming from premier IIT, NIT, MIT kind of institutes. 3 discovered that by mistake they have become computer engineer.
Oh, God.
One wants to become an aviation pilot, another wants to become a journalist, and third wants to become a automobile engineer. When this message was communicated to their parents, they become very angry. But later on, they realized that whatever their discovery was there was great. At least they are able to discover this as the age of 23 and 24. Rest 75 years of their age, they are going to pursue their passion, and they are going to be happy, satisfied, and fulfilled in their life and the career, whatever they are going to do for their career. Not like what their parents was doing for earning money to fulfill the basic requirement of the
Right.
family and life and the career and the job. So this question will always remain with everybody unless you are able to discover your passion. And in this part, I say that at India Coaching Federation, we have developed a research based tool wherein 7 session, 5 to 7 session, we are able to help people to discover their passion. And when they are able to discover their passion, simultaneously they have the opportunity to create their future based on their passion. And whatever future they create, future career they create based on their passion, they have fulfillment and satisfaction whatever they do in their life as their career. And the moment they become professional in their passion, of course, anything you do, you have to become a professional by experience.
Right.
So you are able to identify your passion. Now you know what you need to do. If you create a future career based on your passion, and the moment you become professional in your passion, you start attracting money in abundance. You start getting a lot of money. Money is become a byproduct, and you start attracting money as a byproduct in abundance. This is the biggest challenge today. Our generation of the people, the generation of the people now, last 10, 20 years, everybody is struggling from this job and career perspective. They are doing job, but they are not pursuing their career and their passion. So in spite of putting their efforts for 10 hours, 20 hours, they are not able to get the satisfaction and fulfillment in their life with the job what they are doing it. At the same time, they cannot leave the job
Yeah.
because that is the only source of money in the house. Your liabilities are dependent upon those income. So though you are not interested or happy with your job, whatever you are doing, you have to do that. How painful it can be. And we can realize I have been doing the job and my
Yeah.
job was a fulfilling job, but still I used
Right.
to think of, now it is enough. Now I have to leave the job and I have to do something what I wanted to do in my life. So this is very, very important question. How to discover your passion is very important. The second point, which I would like to make it very clear at this forum, people are very easily get confused with their attraction and hobby and passion. Attraction, hobby, and passion is three different things. Passion is something which you discover. Hobby is something which you follow. By seeing something, you get attracted, you do something. Most of the people they feel their hobby is their passion. No, everybody, when we were kids, we were doing painting, we were doing dancing, we were doing music. How many of us are be able to be the musician and dancer and painter? Very few. Those were
Right.
all hobbies. Many of the people, they when they decide what they're supposed to study, whether they should go for science, arts, commerce, they don't decide based on their passion what makes them happy and fulfilling choosing the career. They decide based on the job prospects. If they become an engineer, if they become a doctor, if they become an MBA, their job will be better. That's why they go for science and commerce and this kind of field, which can give the more opportunity and more job. The example which I was sharing it, I asked these all four computer engineers,
Yeah.
you come from a very good family, your parents are highly qualified people, they are working in a big, big organization as a CXO level people. Do you don't have any kind of counseling or coaching when you are deciding to become a engineer? They clearly said ki I have been taken to the counselor, but counselor was not doing anything, but they only know this thing ki I'm an intelligent student and computer has good demand of job. So if the person will able to become a computer engineer, he is going to get a better job. So he has told that your son is capable of becoming a computer engineer. Because I secured good marks, so she was somewhere able to find it out. कि, okay, if I go for computer engineering, पास तो कर ही जाएंगे हम. तो जॉब तो मिल ही जाएगा. तो they are also doing तुक्काबाजी ऐसे ही गेस ले रहे हैं. Nobody is able to do a proper counseling, and I just said it, passion you can only discover through a scientific process. It
Right.
is not something which you can be imposed. The second thing which I say that he lot of people take decision in attraction. Lot of people get attracted with the profession of somebody they know in their life, in their
Right.
career. Somebody wants to become an engineer or a chartered accountant or a singer or a musician or an artist or a sports person. Nothing bad. Everything is good. Every person has the opportunity to become whatever you want to be in your life, but don't go just for attraction purpose. Every person is a student who are in uh, less than 8th class, 7th class, 9th class, they want to play cricket.
Right.
Playing cricket is not bad, but
Right.
how many people we know that just by adopting that they are able to exploit their career for many years. But many of the people, if they are really passionate about the cricket or passionate about the sports, they are able to create a very good future also for themselves. So be aware of your passion, your hobby, your attraction. Hobbies or attractions are temporary things. You must go to a capable coach who should be able to help you discover your passion.
Yes.
And once you will able to discover your passion, whatever you do is going to give you fulfillment and satisfaction as your job or a career or your business. Whatever you do it in your life, it is going to have satisfaction. So this kind of challenges will not be there. But till you discover your passion, this question is going to remain constant with you till you are doing job. You might be get retired from the job, still this question will never solve.
Right.
Many of the people they get retired, but they still they have this question: okay, what they did it in their life, they doesn't know. They only know that they went from morning to evening job, they earn some money, they are able to take the responsibility of educating kids. That's all. They are able to create some assets. That's fine. But what they got it for themselves? Nothing.
Nothing.
So this is the thing which is very important, Khushboo, people to understand that discovering the passion is very important if you really want to have a meaningful career and you want to create a future career based on your passion. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Reed. I mean, thank you for that beautiful response. I'm really sure this must have helped the person who's raised this question. And with your permission, I would want to continue and touch a couple of aspects on whatever that you were talking about in the next episode. So we
Right.
would definitely want to hear a couple of more things from you based on some aspects that we were just discussing. Well, I believe as humans we always strive to become better all the time. So it's a very natural drive to explore what we want, what we can do, and what interests us, or where it can take us, and what we can learn. I believe it's harder to avoid development than to embrace it, and coaching just simply enhances it and brings so many benefits. And that's where, ladies and gentlemen, you may reach us at ICF for a coach that can help you navigate your journey. Well, this brings us to the end of our episode today. Thank you so much, Dr. D, for your presence here today. We had a great time listening to you yet again, as always. Many thanks to all those who joined in for today's episode. It's time to say bye. Stay tuned for the next episode on next Saturday at 5 p.m. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye bye.